Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to Sevtech Ages. Hanging out over here where we last left off. That's right, I've been doing a little bit of work. That is a weird looking shadow right there. I never noticed that. That's crazy. Let's check this. We got 31 coal coke. What we got in here? Is this thing slowly cooking? I think it is. I was going to say, I made myself a couple of sharpening kits, and I went through and I used the excavate, and I cleared out the rest of that coal deposit that was back over there that we found under the ground a couple of episodes ago. I went ahead and used the excavate tool that's on my pickaxe and excavated all that out, and I've got it converting to coal coke because I have no idea how much more steel we're going to need for different stuff, but the last thing I want to do is get hung up by coal coke, and I have had to build a couple more of these tanks and make a bunch of pressure treated, or not pressure treated, but the treated wood. So having a tank full of creosote, it doesn't hurt. We still got that spill though. Oh my gosh. And we're probably going to have to figure out something to do with this slag, either like dig it out and throw it away or something. But see, we're starting to run out of steel. I've really gone through the steel, and it just is not, there's no more steel. Oh, you can get moved over here. So I'll show you what else I've been up to off camera. I've been slowly going through and emptying out my storage crates. I've still got this stuff to do. Let's go ahead and place this down. I brought it with me thinking maybe I would find some more stuff, but I've just done an insane amount of off-camera work. Probably like 2-3 hours worth of work just trying to get myself prepped and ready. What we got going here? Okay, more of that. I'm basically smelting down all the different stuff that I've got and getting it going. Now, I was looking at the engineer's handbook, workbook, something. What is this? Engineer's manual. Okay. Now, we've got this thing in here. Let's see. Engineer distill manual. No, not W. Back it off. Heavy machinery. A crusher. This thing. Crushing an ore is an effective way of increasing their yield, for each ore creates 2 dusts, which can then smelt. So if I built this thing, we could... Look how much stuff that takes. It's not too bad. A lot of hoppers. But other than that, it's not too bad. Wow, that's a... Wait. 10 light engineering blocks? Yikes. But if we got the crusher, we could double our output. So that means that basically we could start to get close to having all the steel that we wanted. That might not be a bad idea to have a crusher, because I have a feeling moving forward into the next stage, when we start having to do stuff building spaceships and whatnot, we're really going to want to double our output of ores. So we're going to have to experiment with that a little bit. But I'm going to show you over here what in the world we've been doing that took so many hours of off-camera work. We've got ourselves a refinery going over here. Look at this. So I went ahead and built one more distillation tower, and I think I had to build some more of these tanks or whatever. But, okay, so we've got a crate off to the side. I think Dog Miner suggested this. Put a crate off to the side, and all the this leftover junk that comes out of here just automatically gets picked up. And I think we got the same thing going over here. Both of them give it off. Yeah, okay, so we've got that. So I've got the distillation tower set up here. This is going to accept oil, crude oil. Now, out of the crude oil, do I have the buckets? Piggy, how you going to be showing people stuff? Come on now. Great, now I got to figure out where in the world I put the buckets. There's 2 hoppers. We can use those to contribute to the cause. Let's see here. So I've gone through and organized a whole bunch of the different engineering stuff, just trying to centralize it. There we go. There's some buckets. That's what you guys want to see. And let's do this. Let's see if we don't creeper bomb ourselves. Whoop! Right up and over. Nice. Right to the oh, y'all saw that. You'll see that in a minute. I'll have to sleep to make it safe out there. But look, we've got molten naphtha in there. 40,000 millibuckets. We've got some diesel in there and a little on-off switch. That'll be important in just a minute. And then pipes. We got these cool pipes running around. We've got pipes that run out the back here This one runs down and goes to an underground pipeline that I need to cover up because I wanted y'all to be able to see it. We got ourselves a really cool little setup right here of these, what are these things called? Not liquid starlight. What are you? A thermoelectric generator. I got 4 of these running. And Dog Miner showed me how to tile these. And I wanted everything to look symmetrical, so I kind of skipped on the tiling thing, but I used the concept. So I started going through with the core sample drill. You know how we had our setup way out there? And I'm sitting there thinking, do I want a pipeline to go from there all the way over here? That's a lot of pipe. So I started doing core samples around here, and I found an oil deposit right here. I went ahead and left the deposits wherever they are. I think we've got a lava deposit down there, so if I can figure out a way to pick up lava, we could have ourselves a tank full of lava. But you can see this thing is really full of oil. So it's pumping oil constantly. And when this thing fills up, I can go over there and flip that switch, and it will let the oil run over to the distiller. And the distiller is going to break it down into molten naphtha and diesel. So we got these two going right here. And then I can flip this lever, and you can kind of see it right there. There's a pipe underneath. That pipe runs underneath. It comes up right here, and it goes into this this distiller machine thing. So we got a little bit of diesel still sitting in there. And that diesel is going to get broken down into gasoline, kerosene, and lubricant. So that's what we got going on over here. Now, let's look at some viewer comments, because y'all's viewer comments, y'all were trying to help. Always appreciated. Let's hop up here so we can get ourselves a nice little safe spot to stand. Yeah, maybe we can get through viewer comments and it'll be daytime. We don't have to sleep. That'll work out. So, let's see here. J.S. Flink said I need to use multiple tanks for each fluid, which I've got going, so that's good. And he said to use a fluid router. A Dog Miner said the same thing. He called them liquid routers. But they both were trying to tell me that if I use liquid routers, I can basically filter. Like we would put a router on top of that. You tell it only diesel. And then whenever there's diesel available, it tells the system, I want diesel in this tank only. That's why I've got my little on-off switch right now. Because if I empty that out of diesel, and there's only molten naphtha in here, it will skip this tank for some dumb reason and go straight to that one. I've tried it out, and it'll fill both of them up. Then I got to go over there with a bucket and scoop it out, and if there's not an even amount for buckets, then I have to break a block in the tank so that it will forget there's fluid in it and then rebuild it. It's kind of annoying. But I got to looking in here. Yeah, I was building a sharpening kit. Fluid router. Maybe that's what I kept typing in liquid. Did I try the word router? Come on, game, don't freeze. I didn't try the word router. Item router. Item router? Ooh. Node router. Have no idea what that is. A fluid router. This might be worth building. That looks very, very easy to build. And this will segue nicely into one of the comments. So let's see here. What do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need 5 liquid routers to separate and filter those. I wonder how you... Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was going to say, I wonder how once you set them up that you tell it what fluid you want in each thing. But we'll figure that out in a minute. Now, Dog Miner had said, you forgot fluid. It goes in the top and out the bottom. Your lever won't work because the fluid's reversed. And what he was talking about is I had this stuff set up over there in a previous episode, and I was trying to get fluid to come out of a tank, and it wouldn't work. And he kindly reminded me, hey, Piggy, if you want the lever down there to work, you need to have that as your output. So I rigged all these up and made sure I made enough pipes. So we've got fluid in the top, fluid out the bottom, and I can control it with a lever, which is really, really cool. Let's see here. Now, we'll run over here because these two comments are going to be pertinent for what we're doing. So the first one was, trying to go through here, J.S. Flink. J.S. Flink said, you probably want to replace the boiler and then set up a pipe for the diesel. Now, here's what's frustrating. I've got diesel in here, okay? I've got water in here. It doesn't want to work for some reason. I mean, we've got the fuel to run it. I tried this little switch. That's not working. I tried powering a block, and I've also tried with the switch actually on the device. So if we turn it off, that's supposed to be state on for the machine, but for some reason it's not working. Let's try this. I know that it said we can reverse the state by smacking it with a hammer. Control inverted. So if I flip that switch, does it turn it on? See, it's still not working. And we got blue down here and blue down here. That's our inputs. I keep wondering if this orange thing right here is supposed to be some kind of output. I don't know, but it's orange. And then we've got this is supposed to output, and I've got it going to a tank. The way I think this is supposed to work is we can output the water here. Or wait, no, what's the byproducts of this? Let's go check. Because I have one other plan that we can try and do if these things don't work. Get over here. Yeah, you, sir. You got to help us debug all this. Oh, man, and my nose decided to start running right now. You, stop it. So let's see here. Distiller. No, that's not right. Boiler. Maybe that's what we're working on. A boiler. There we go. It uses diesel and water to produce steam. Okay. So, redstone signal can halt the progress. It can be inverted. Water can be input into the boiler via hatches at the left that are marked with blue dots. Diesel can be input at the right of the machine. The hatch with the orange dot at the top serves as a fluid output. 1 bucket of water produces 500 millibuckets in 1 of distilled water. See, this is where it gets really confusing. Like whoever wrote this little thing right here, I think they were trying to make it fit in this space, and it just doesn't make any sense. But it looks like it's supposed to give off steam or distilled water, or you put distilled water in. I don't know. But there's a blue for output. Now, I don't know that these fluid tanks will hold steam. Let's try this. Let's just try disconnecting it and see what happens. Now what do? You still do nothing. So we know that this is the 2 places where you put a bucket of water, because I got an empty bucket out of it. A bucket of diesel, got an empty bucket out of it. So I would presume that this would be steam. But it's not doing anything. And I think what JS Flink was saying is replace it, like break it and replace it. Problem is, if I break it, I'm going to lose the water and the diesel, and I can't figure out how to get the diesel back out of this thing, so I'm not quite prepared to do that yet, but we're going to experiment a little bit with this today, because I've got an idea. We're probably going to have to break it to try this idea that I've got going. Now, the other thing, the other segue, would be from Mr. Zach. Zach said, hey, buddy, if you build stuff here, you'll save yourself some steel. So I'll show you what I mean. Iron mechanical component, steel mechanical component, okay? So, steel mechanical component. Let's click on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a piece of copper, okay? Piggy didn't pay attention. Clickety. 2 and a piece of copper. So we could save ourselves 2 steel plates by building this. Now, this doesn't work with every single steel component. Let's check here and see. I'm going to hit shift. We can make an iron and a steel component out of this. Vacuum tubes and circuit boards. Now, we've got 1, 2, 3 blueprints. How many blueprints are available to us? Let's check that. Blueprints. Oh, it looks like there's a lot. There's that. Metal press pieces. Projectiles, specialized parts. All that stuff looks like it's specialized projectiles, sorry. Arc furnace electrodes. Okay. Pardon me. So there's not a whole lot of components. Like I can't go building pipe. That'd be great, but I can't. But there's a few items that we can build. Now here's another thing that I did. I made one of these. This little metal press right here is helping me double the amount of wire that I can get. So I was able to make some more LV wire, and that's how we got that setup going over there. Yeah, he says, as he accents what he says with a little berry. So we've got this stuff going right here. We can make ourselves some components, and this is going to let us make these fluid routers. Fluid router router? Fluid router. So what did I say? We needed 5, so we got to multiply everything by 5. So I need 20 treated wood planks. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's what's stinkerish. I was a good pig. I went and I put everything up in its proper place, and now that means I've got to run all over the. There's a fish. It means I got to run all over the place, regathering stuff. So let's just do this. There we go. 1 stack will do. Let's do this the easy way. My dad says there's your way, my way, and the hen way. And you're supposed to say, what's the hen way? And then I say, oh, he weighs about 2 pounds. Actually, she would. But you know what I mean. My dad loves that joke. It's really funny. The way he starts it is he says, I'm going to tell you a joke now. If you've heard it, don't interrupt me because I want to hear it again. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see here. I said I needed 20. That's going to get us 8. So we need 2 more buckets of creosote. We should have stayed right over here. I still think those things should animate. That would be really awesome. Although it's quite possible that there's no way to do that. I wish there was. That would be really, really cool. So this, and then 1 more. And, oh, no. Give it a scoop. Whoop, 2 scoops. That, and there we go. So now we've got the 20, a fluid router. We need 5 pieces of redstone and 10 iron ingots, so I know where to get that. Now that I've got that little excavator tool, I need to go on an ore mission and just start finding like all these different ores. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 10. The 5 and dime. Look at that. See how that worked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Oh, I heard you. Yourself. What else we got? I could do that. Oh, that's too large for that component. Let's do that. Let's do this, and then we'll hover over. Ooh, all we've got to do is make these. Iron. I was going to make steel. Good thing we checked the iron. Okay, so R for recipe. We'll do this. And I need, darn it, how many do I need? 1 per, so I need 5. Okay, so let's go back. R for recipe. I need 5. So I need 5 copper ingots and 10 iron plates. I can do that. 5 copper ingots. Constantan. 5 copper ingots, he says. You know what? We'll just do this. I've been pouring more copper than I could ever handle. You get over here, iron. That'll get us 5. Do I have any of the iron plates? I think I've been making steel plates. Oh, yeah, I have iron plates. Because I've been making so many different tanks. Iron sheet metal. Iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's the copper. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, copper, you see? And we'll put you right there and you right there. Now it's all, did I do that right? Aluminium, copper. Let's do that. Okay. I should be able to build it right here, right? But let's not. Let's do this. So there's no way to like quick move stuff up in here, which is a little stinkerish, but it's no big deal. We can handle it. So and I have to have my tool. My little wire cutters, I think it is, right? Yeah. There we go. We'll get this figured out. Wire cutters? Oh, wait. Now it's showing me. Did it show me before? I don't need wire cutters. All good. Okay, so let's make these router routers. No, I clicked that I wanted 5 of them. Oh, I'm missing pipes. That's what it is. Okay, here's the deal. Y'all aren't going to notice this edit, but I'm going to put it in. My cat begged me to be in the office, so I let him in. And I told him, when I let you in, you're going to cry and you're going to want out. And he begged to be in. Now he's crying to be out. So we're going to let him out. Why edit it when we can just talk like this and let the cat out? Come on. Get out, you. Go cry. Go cry somewhere else, you kitty. Okay, so we need 4 fluid pipes. So I need 6 more iron plates. That's easy. And we also need to start setting up an area for that little ka-chunk machine. Well, we need 2 more. Okay, so we'll go ahead and ka-chunk it. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, I tell you. Let's see here. That is the plates already in there? Tectonics are a go. 1, 2. Make me some plates. Oh, I thought I might have some in here. I've been doing so many different things that I've just been like running stuff through, and I had a whole bunch of stuff like built up in here. There we go. All right. Would it be Irish or Scottish? They don't call it pipe. It's a peep. There we go. There we go. Now we've got some roto-rooters. No, don't sue me. Don't sue me. It's more of a word than a gesture. Yeah, now I'm losing my mind. Okay, so let's... Uh-oh. Do I need to put a light source here? Oh, man, that's begging for bad guys. Do I have a torch with me? Nice. Okay. So we need to fix that. Fix you. F7. Everything's good. Ooh, is this... Oh, that's azurite. I was going to say lapis would be nice because we could attach it to our tools and get some extra little bonus stuff going. Hop up here, hop up here. Oh, no. That's what I was worried about. Are these considered surfaces that are dark and so bad guys can spawn over here? Great. Now we've got to have the battle of the century. You know, it might be cool. We could put like redstone, what are they called? I'm all flustered because of this fella. Get out of here. We work so hard to make this place nice. And you come in here climbing over the fence. You should be out there swinging at the fence. Don't blow up the carrots. Redstone torch, that's what I'm trying to say. Put little redstone torches up there. That might look pretty cool. But yeah, okay. Stop playing your funky music, white boy. He is white too because he's a skeleton. Let's see here. So can I attach? Will it run through or does it have to come in through the top? Let's find out. We'll do this. We'll place you there. What in the world? What? Filter. Filter items with respect to their MBT data. Filter MBT data. Data. What in the world does all this mess mean? BNWTSE. Let north, south, east, west, bottom, top. Oh, we figured it out. Oh my gosh. So what I could do is tell it all the different outputs. Okay, so what I could tell it is we're going to filter bottom to be liquid naphtha. Is that right? Is that how that works? Let's do this. Let's get ourselves some molten naphtha. So the bottom... Ooh, cool. The bottom is liquid naphtha. Okay. So let's put that back. Now here's what I don't know. Wait. Let's see. Sun rises in the east. Where's the moon? There's a bad moon rising, I tell you. Let's watch the stars for a minute and see how they rotate. They're going down that way. Sun sets in the west. So we want east to be diesel. Is that right? So east should be diesel. I think I made one more fluid router than I need because right here we only have 2 options. Molten naphtha and diesel. And then diesel should run out and go that way. And we can split that, and then that being the only one left. So we made two too many, I tell you. So let's go up here and we'll break you down and put a fluid pipe here. So we want gasoline to be able to go straight down out of the bottom. I even put it at the bottom. We want kerosene to go west. Go west, young kerosene. And then from here, we need lubricant to go west as well. West. There we go. And let's go ahead and keep that bucket because we're going to need to do that. We're going to have to assign one more to right here. This is a cool little mechanism. I like this. Thank you for the suggestions. So we want lubricant to go west. Let's put that back in there. Let's take the kerosene, and we want kerosene to go out the bottom. Oh, no. Did it go in there? Well, it made a mess. Yep, see, this is what happens when you let Piggy try to work with fluid pipes. I think that's all set up. I'm hoping these things don't need power. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little experiment. We are going to dump all of the diesel out of this. Look at it go. Now here's what's crazy is you can just barely see the line right there. Look how long it takes for all this fluid to get out of there. That is a lot of fluid. And I think this thing, okay, this thing will hold 24,000. And now it's charging. Okay, so we're not really going to get a good test out of this. Okay, gasoline is going up. Kerosene's going up. Lubricant's going up. So we're going to presume that that's working. That says blue. Orange is output, right? Oh, wait, that's yellow. Oh, look. White, blue, yellow. Yellow, blue, white. Blue is south. White is top. Okay, cool. So it's color coordinated. So if you're not sure which direction you're facing, you can also assign it by color. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to need to put... oh, if I'm standing on it, the yellow goes away. So Piggy's able to block the mobs from spawning. That's what's going on. So we're going to need quite a few redstone torches as well to make sure this place is safe. Let's do this for now. I know it's not pretty. It's pretty ugly is what it is. Pretty slash ugly. No! Right there. We'll just light it up for now. We'll come back later and make it all nice. Is that... Ooh, that's got that all lit up. Okay, so let's go up here. Does that... Yep, that fixed everything. Alright, so let's hop, skip, and a jump. While that... We'll wait for that stuff while it's processing. Because here's what I want to do next. We are going to run crude oil into this distiller. And we're going to see if it properly separates the molten naphtha and the diesel. If it works properly, because that tank's empty. So if it works properly over here, then we know that it's actually working correct over there. Because right now there's fluid in it, so it would default. But if I ever have to empty these for something, I want to make sure that my fluid routers are actually working properly. So let's hop down here. The sun is about to come up. I think we're safe to go out. Let's get some more dirt because I want to cover up this pipeline. And I can't remember how much oil is under the ground. I want to say it's in the millions. Come on, you. So, I get the feeling that our little setup will last for some time. I don't know how long, but I'm hoping that it will last long enough at least for this series. Yikes. 2 creepers. Follow me, guys. I heard that there's something cool and adventurous over here to look at. Oh, and they stop. They know that I'm not being truthful. Turn that off. That's annoying. Kapow! Kapow! You know, you could have helped out a lot if I was trying to do some excavating around here. Oh, and he just despawns. Now that's the way to do it. Just tell him, get out of here, I said. So this thing's a running, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And how much do we got going on in here? 146,000 millibuckets. So we're going to go and flip this on. Now this thing's going to get to 24,000 and then it's going to flicker. It's going to be very sporadic. I don't mean this is going to get. It's going to drop by 24,000 in value. Some of y'all that have messed with us, you might be able to figure out why. If not, I'll explain it in just a second. But what do we start with? 142, so 122, 118. So once we get around, there it goes. See how it's kind of flickering a little? It's slowly dropping now. It's not dropping at a constant rate. So we're going to go ahead and stop the bouncing mess. We'll cover this up. And once the grass spreads, we'll never know. Now, there is a way that you can use some kind of a scaffolding stuff to cover that, but I wanted that to be completely, like, just buried, gone. I didn't want to be able to see it. See? It's all nice. It's like it's gone now. We don't even see it. The reason why that is flickering is because of this. This thing can only hold 24,000. We don't have enough infrastructure to run power to keep this thing fully charged. So you can see that it charges up just enough to process and then it drops. Because basically we are running power from the pump jack and 2 distillers at the same time. Okay, so this is empty. That's got molten naphtha. Did we leave this on? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, look. So it is. It's filling up with diesel. So I think the fluid routers are working. And this thing's going to charge back up. So let's go ahead and leave that on. There it goes. Now the diesel's starting to move. Now the other thing I couldn't figure out was the little stuff that you could hook up in the pipes that would actually cause the pipes to... Like I can get the fluid outlet and it says that there's a fluid pump. I can't find the fluid pump anywhere. Let's try just the word pump. See, then it goes to all this stuff. Pump jack, projector, pumpkin stuff, all this different stuff. So why is that empty? Because that's empty. Why is that empty? Oh, I guess it's just going to slowly process. You're empty, so there should be diesel in here. There's 50 diesel. Okay, there it goes. All right, cool. So we're just going to let that run for a little while, and that'll be that. So let's go ahead back over here and see if we can figure out what in the world's going on with this machine. Now, I did a little bit of off-camera prep work because I had a feeling we were going to have to build one more structure. I think that's all I need. Let's check the manual. So if we notice when we're talking about the boiler, a diesel method, distilled water, it gives us two options. We can use water or we can use distilled water. Now I think, no, it's not this. Let's see. So distilled, there's a distillation tower. That's the thing we're over there messing with that makes the oil condenses it into other stuff. But we've got, oh, we lost it. Distiller. This thing right here. Oh, I need pipes and tank pieces? 10 iron sheet metal. That's what I need. Do we have enough? I've got 4 iron sheet metal. Let's see here. Any more sheets or did I take them all? Nope. Okay, so do we have any more iron? Please tell me we have some more iron. The whole episode will be a bust if we don't have any more iron. Yikes. So I'm going to have to go on an iron scavenge hunt just to make sure we can do this. So what did we say we needed? 10 iron sheet metal. And I've got, what did I say, 4? So I need 6. No, I want a recipe for that, please. I think it's 4 gives us 4. So I need 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll work. Let's go and ka-chunk those into sheets. And then we can get ourselves a little... So while that's doing, let's go ahead and build the rest of this structure. I don't know if it takes fuel or not. So we're going to put 2 of these orange blocks and then 2 scaffolding forward. I know we could do this with a projector, but I think you have to build a projector per item. And that's a little annoying. Like, I wish there was a way you could have a blueprint of the item, put that in the projector, and you could use the same projector over and over again. But it doesn't look like it works that way. So we'll do 3. Oh, the redstone block goes here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 here, and 3 pipes down the center. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? Okay. And then 3 by 3, and then 2 scaffolding there. So let's see here. I could do that and put the 2 scaffolding there. And then I think we need 2, 4, 6. I think that's right. 6 plus 4 is 10. I think we need a 10. All right. We'll see if Piggy does the math. We keep getting simpler and simpler math, hoping that eventually we get it right. I think... Okay, cool. Yes, I'm starting to remember. That's awesome. So if memory serves correct, usually we smack the redstone block with the hammer. Nope, that's not working. So let's check here. Where do we hit it? The central sheet metal iron. That doesn't tell me jack squat. There we go. So that should be our distiller. Orange for output, blue for input. We've got one output, two outputs. What do we got going on here? Water. And I guess this is going to be distilled water comes out of here. So let's do this. Let's put a bucket of water in. That went right there. What goes right here? Great. Now we got to figure out how to make this work. Multi-block machine that turns water into distilled water and salt. Structure is built as shown above. Applying a redstone signal, blah, blah, blah. Water can be input into the distiller via hatches at the left that are marked with blue dots. The hatch with the orange dot at the right serves as a fluid output, and the other hatch at the back serves as an item output. So we've got distilled water and salt that will be coming out. It needs energy to produce distilled water and salt. 1 bucket of water produces 500 millibuckets of distilled water. So we've got to get the power. Yeah, I hear you crying. You're always crying. So let's do this. We'll reconnect you at a different time, sir. Where'd it go? There it is. It's weird. Sometimes the magnetic thing doesn't work like you think it should. Oh, great. Yep, it's right there. Okay, so we've got stuff. Look. Need LV insulated wire, relays, and I've got one of these poles. That should help a little bit. Okay, so we'll connect you. We're going to go as far as we can. Is this good? That good? That good? Right here. Boop. Oh, come on. Let me climb up there, please. And there we go. Okay, so we'll hop up here. Place you there. Place you there. Will this reach? Please reach. Please reach. Tartar sauce. Can we do this? Nice. No running through here with buckets of water. That would be a disaster. Okay, it's charging up. It's charging up. Nothing's happening. So is it telling us that no matter what we want to do, we are not allowed to put buckets of water in here? We have got to pipe this stuff in. Is that what it's saying? Stinky stinker. So output. Where's the input? It would be all the way over here, wouldn't it? Oh, man. And let's see. Okay, so we're going to tear all these up. Let's put the pipes down on the ground. That will give us a little bit of less pipe that we'll need, because we don't have to worry about the vertical distance. We can just output from down here. So hopefully this is going to be enough pipe. I really don't want to have to rebuild this. Oh no, we could run it this way and smack that with a hammer. Let's do that. That'll give us 2 more pieces. I've got 5. I don't think we're going to make it. We might have to make some more. Oh, by 1 stinking stinker. So if we smack that, that disconnects that. Why is that connecting? That's weird. There's not a input-output interface right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 6 more for some pipes, please. There you go. Wait, does pipe get made with steel or does it get made with iron? We might be wasting iron right there. Pipe. Iron plate. Okay, awesome. Come on, 2 more. You got this. We got to see if this thing works. The audience has patiently been waiting to see if this works. And so has Piggy. And we have got such a cantankerous setup of wires and mess over here, it's not even funny. So maybe we can get this thing figured out. I watched a bunch of videos, and for some reason, most people thought that using the solar stuff was the better way to go. Okay, so look at this. I didn't need to do all that. We had a pipe. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, why aren't you feeding water over here? You've got water input. Now what in the world? Okay, this makes absolutely no sense at all that this is going to do this. Do we have to attach a lever? Could that be the thing that's got us? See, we know over there that when we disconnect power, that it... There we go, we'll get an empty spot. That we know that it will cause... Let's do the bucket. It's empty. That moved the water? Ooh, distilled water. There's 500 distilled water. Okay, cool. So we need more buckets. Yes, we do. Where are all the buckets? We saw them earlier in the episode. Where in the world did I put the buckets? There we go. Because we have an infinite water source over here. We might actually get this whole stinking setup to work and figured out. Now, I think there's a way to take steam and convert it into energy. If there is, that will be awesome because we'll have ourselves another source of energy that I think is going to put out more RF than the thermoelectric generators. Those things, we'd have to build an absolute army of those things to... Okay, so let's test. We're going to shut it off, swap all these, and get our buckets of water on our hot bar. One more, please. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And it drops. Yes! Okay. Distilled water is a go. We have a bucket of distilled water. And that. Okay, so here's where this is a little stinkerish, but we're probably going to have to do it. I didn't mean to do it, but you made me do it. We'll break that and put that back. And then let's do that. That is going to... I got to remember which block to hit on this one. We'll just keep hitting. No, not interface. Did it say hit these? There it goes. Okay, so if I... No, don't invert. Right click. There we go. Okay, so we've got distilled water in there now. So now do we need to put diesel in? If this doesn't work, I don't know what the deal is. Now, I know some people said maybe we need to pipe stuff in. It just seems a little frustrating that they give you an interface to physically add stuff to it. This is why I wanted the stinking off switch, because sometimes we need diesel. We don't want to convert all of the diesel over here. I think that's the other problem is we've got this thing constantly... Oh man, that thing's not even close to empty. Wow. Are you full? Yes, you are. So I wonder if once this thing fills up, if that will stop processing, like it considers itself backed up. Come on, we need just a little bit more. I didn't realize that you were busy converting to all these. There we go. Just one bucket, please. That's all we need. So what we might end up doing... Oh, that's a heck of a freeze right there. Oh, great. A floating creeper. He's going to fly over here. So we'll have to light that up as well. Everything needs to be lit up. We're making a dangerous place, we are. So let's right-click you. You've got fuel now. Why aren't you working? Do you need more distilled water? Maybe that's what it is. Let's... Okay, that'll give us 2 more buckets of distilled water. That's not working as well. So that is frustrating. It's almost like it's telling us no matter what, it wants us... Wait a minute. What just happened? Smack you. You reconnect. Is there any water in there? That's empty. That's good. We've got distilled water. We've got diesel. It's still not working. We're still a bit of a bust here. So unfortunately, what we might have to end up doing is setting up what we need. One tank for water to go in here. We know this thing runs on electricity, so that's good. This thing needs to have an input of distilled water and diesel. So that's 2 inputs. And then 1 output, which I assume would be to a tank. Is there like a steam tank, a boiler, something? Book. That's what I'm like. Why do I keep hitting buttons? What am I trying to do? Tank. Mining drill, just a regular tank. Holds fluids. Let's do this. Steam? Is there anything about steam? Steam bucket. Mechanism. 300K. Mechanism. All right, so let's check mechanism. What does it have? What are these? Balloons? Salt blocks, tin blocks. Whoa, what in the world? I don't know that we've seen any of that. Steam. Okay. This is starting to make a little bit more sense. Okay, distilled water and water. 200 millibuckets gives us 100 millibucket of steam. A solar tower. Okay, so the boiler gives us steam, which should... Okay, so right here on this side will be the output for steam. There should be steam right here. Diesel, distilled water, steam. For some reason, none of this is working. I just don't get it. So it looks like we might have to build us some more tanks and set all this stuff up just to see if we can get it all functioning correct and doing the way we want. Now, up comes the sun. Up comes the sun. Boy, you guys love that corner, I tell you what. You're going after that pig face right there is what you're doing. You the wrong pig face there, sirs. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more prep work off camera to see if we can get this stuff to working. But if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If you want to see more of these as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so that YouTube will notify you whenever I put out videos. I'm going to see if I can find myself some more iron, and I'm going to see if I can find myself a way to get this stuff all set up and running. Hopefully we can get it running in next episode so that we can start moving forward with all of our different advancements, propane and propane accessories. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.